Hello and welcome back! I am Lord Revonworc. This is Lord Revonworc's Fun Corner. We're playing Rebuild 3! Burp. Honestly, I doubt any of you heard the burp, but I did just burp there. And, it's been a week since I last played this specific game. I've been playing the campaign on my own. Finally did actually end up, encountering the pig farmers, like, outside of this series. And let me just tell you, subtlety is, a bit lost on the whole Northway gang when it comes to the, suggesting these guys might be cannibals. I mean, they don't outright say that the pig farmers are cannibals, but it's just so obvious. I mean, there's even this random event that can occur, which, I kid you not, it gives me flashbacks of when I was watching serial killer documentaries about Jeffrey Dahmer, because every once in a while you can encounter the pig farmers trying to, like, hunt down a guy while he's running away from them, and you can end up, like, encountering them, and you have the choice whether or not to save this guy or hand him over to the pig farmers. And the reason it reminds me of Jeffrey Dahmer is because the same thing happened with Jeffrey Dahmer, one of his because Jeffrey Dahmer was a serial killer. In Milwaukee during the late 20th century. 10 of us now. Copperton is starting to look downright livable. We should put up walls. Okay, construction. Excellent. That's a very good thing to have. I'm going to keep researching. Though, survivor management is also a good thing to get early on. I mean, do we have anyone who's unhappy? No, but that's a good thing. Anyways, like I was saying, Jeffrey Dahmer was a serial killer in the Milwaukee area. He kidnapped young men and teenage boys, raped and murdered them, and one of them managed to, like, get away from him at one point, escape Dahmer's death dungeon, and he was running hysterical down the street with Dahmer chasing after him when some cops kind of stopped them to see what was going on, and Dahmer actually managed to convince the cops that this escaped victim was in fact his lover, and that they were having a lover's spat, and to let him take the victim back home. And he was actually able to convince the police to just let him take the victim back to be brutally murdered. And also, did I mention that Jeffrey Dahmer was a cannibal? Look, there is no joke here. It's just messed up. Messed up shit. Okay, there's nothing funny about the things Jeffrey Dahmer did. Let's see. Ooh, half rations. That's a good one. So, I'm giving this guy perks. You can give your people perks. These give them abilities, like, for instance, Redecorator, which is really nice. They can automatically turn useless buildings into useful ones without spending any of your materials, which I didn't realize we're running low on. And half rations means they eat less food. But, we are pretty good on food for a little while, so I'm not incredibly worried. What we do need at the moment is like, let me think. Well, first of all, let's get some scavenging going, since we are low on stuff. Let's trade with the pig farmers, see what they have. The last time I tried trading with them, the only things they had were like food. And I don't really think I want any of their food. So yeah, not going to be trading with them. Okay, well, here we've got some zombies. I'm going on the counteroffensive because it's I just want to go on the counteroffensive. Okay, let's see. Negotiator is pretty good. Now, one thing I usually like to do with my leaders is try to get a hold of a bar or a church, and then you can set leaders there to either bartend or preach, depending on, you know, what type of building it is. We just spotted a transport helicopter flying above Copperton's skyline like some sort of camo-colored angel coming to lift us out of this nightmare. And then it sputtered, spiraled, and came crashing down to Earth just like all of our dreams. I'm just gonna let you soak in that imagery for a moment. It demolished the huge farm it landed on, but there might be something to salvage from the crash site. Maybe even survivors. And definitely zombies attracted by the noise. Not sure if we should send a scavenger, a leader, or a soldier. Or all three. Okay, so this opened up a quest. Let's see, where did it land? Over here. Oh, they destroyed one of those giant farms. Why did it have to land there? Whatever, 4 tiny farms produces more food than 1 giant one, but... Anyways, I am not actually going to send anyone to complete this mission yet, because you can get a new guy from doing that mission, but only if you go there prepared with a med kit, which we can only get from crafting. Well, you also get one from completing that mission, but if you don't have one to start with, the guy dies before you find it. So, yes, I would very much like to try and get a med kit before doing that, but before we can do that, we need to like get a bunch of research, because you need to have high technology to actually craft med kits, which, let me see, research. Yeah, you need to get this for med kits, so I guess we could beeline for it. Usually I try to go for some of these wall improvements for better defense early on, but we could go for the med kit right away. I mean, we would be getting a free guy. It's always nice to have free guys. Okay, let's put a wall around that office building. Let's see. I'm gonna go with easygoing. Increased happiness. Yeah. I don't really know what happens when your survivors get to low happiness because I really try to avoid it. So I guess I just really like to, you know, avoid people getting unhappy. I imagine something bad. Oh. Shit. I need to get myself into a higher leadership role. Is the game suddenly getting laggy? It looks like the game is getting laggy. Well, in my experience, there is a fairly simple solution to that. Simply go to turn-based mode. Okay. Let's see. We got high danger from these pig farmer raiders. They're gonna come and try to steal our shit, but only 16% danger. I think we'll probably be okay. But we do need to find some defenders against the zombies. Okay, seriously, when are we going to... leadership is significantly lower than I had imagined. Let's see. I can get a little bit of leadership from the cat here. And I mean, I'm... Zombiesy attack. Successfully dealt with. Zombie circus, okay. This is a way to get a new guy. Usually at the cost of injuring someone, but injuries are only temporary, and it's not like the guy they targeted for injury was that crucial. Okay, at the moment we don't have much use for leaders, so I guess just leadership school for you. Let's keep scavenging materials. Oh, you know something we could use a leader for? Trading. Crowbar could be useful. Fuel would be useful. Medicine is craftable, though it's not craftable yet. I think I'm just going to take this order and trade. Okay, we need to get some people on, like, defense. Those two did very little. Okay, well, this guy is probably going to be the first to reach 8 leadership so that we can, you know, claim land without pissing off our neighbors. Okay, the pig farmers raided us. For 5% extra safety... Okay, so we need to fortify the McNoodles. The pig farmers are raiding us. We haven't finished scavenging the McNoodles yet, and there's a bunch of stuff here. We could toss it off the roof at them. We could reduce danger by 5%, but potentially lose all the stuff there. I think we'll be fine. They smashed through the gate screaming and shooting like some post-apocalyptic Mad Max gang. But their enthusiasm was no match for our having an actual strategy. We outmaneuvered them easily. Wow, for a bunch of filthy cannibals, they really are idiots.